Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And today we're looking at children, an unfortunate topic, but we have to look at it because Meghan Markle was at the Children's Hospital in Los Angeles, allegedly in March of this year, and reading to them. She was taking selfies with them and autographing them, polaroid pictures for children who, let's just say, are very ill children. And it didn't look good. The children didn't look particularly enthralled by her presence. It, to me, came across as a tremendously exploitative and tone deaf, and if I had been a parent of one of those children, I would have been enraged beyond words, I have to say. But anyway, there she was. This event allegedly happened on the 21st of March for Make March Matter, an annual event linked to this particular hospital, and a film crew along with her, just of course because why not, dressed in Oscar de la Renta. Very inappropriate outfit in my opinion for such an event. Jeans and a t-shirt and maybe a blazer would be better, and some trainers, but no, in her Oscar de la Renta dress, see-through top and sweat stains seemingly, and nice for grubby little hands to get all over. Very, very inappropriate. Her reading, I didn't think landed with the kids. I really didn't think it was toned, pitched properly for them. Just my opinion. The interesting thing about all of this is that it happened allegedly on the 21st of March. Then on the 22nd of March came Catherine's video announcing her cancer diagnosis. So that would have taken the wind out of Meghan's sails. And of course she couldn't release this, had to wait a suitable amount of time until now to release this. The other thing about this, the Oscar de la Renta dress is the same dress she was wearing a couple of years ago when she was allegedly at Frogmore Cottage for the Platinum Jubilee, being filmed by Miss and Harriman with her and Harry and the kids. And same dress and same body shape. A lot of people wondering how she's suddenly got quite a lot heavier than we've seen her recently. So some speculation that this actually wasn't a recent event at all. It's something that might have happened a couple of years ago, perhaps for the Netflix documentary, then got cut out of the documentary and now released because of course she needs to align herself with cancer. And I have just read on that, prompted by H.T. Tudor, who said he predicted there would be something like this, some kind of a stunt. I didn't expect it to come so quickly, but lo and behold, he was right. The cards did show it for me in the reading. There it is. So I have the Tinseltown Tarot on the tarot table for this one. We're going to do a quick little read because it's a very, very offensive topic. I find it extremely upsetting and really quite mind-boggling. The Sibley twins, Twin Talk on YouTube, had some interesting input about it, worth going and watching. They said this is a typical Kardashian stunt, that when things are tough in the Kardashian world, they rush to this hospital. This hospital is pay to play, allegedly. Celebrities can improve their image. They can show up and get some good pics, some good PR, and it's pretty normal. Horrifying to me in my little innocent world that things like this happen, but they sure had a lot of evidence to back this theory up. They were absolutely certain that this is straight out of the Kardashian playbook. If you can hear scratching and things, that's the Jack Russell. He wants to go for a walk suddenly, of course, now that I'm starting my tarot for the day. So we're going to have a look at this little 5-card reading. What's going on? When did this happen? 2 years ago or 2 weeks ago? And we need a 2 of coins or a 2 of swords for that answer. Really, please, universe? Why did it happen? Is this Meghan proving she can do some light roiling just like everyone else can? And how did the announcement from the Princess of Wales affect this? How did that go down? And how has the criticism gone down? Because there's been some really harsh criticism. The dress had a bust seam or a bust zip on the side. It was terribly inappropriate. Her posture and her interaction with children was very off. It didn't come across as Princess Diana or Princess Catherine, or even the Queen Camilla. And of course, the Queen is famous for reading stories to kids. So is Fergie, and so is the King. He apparently is a fantastic story reader for his grandchildren and great-grandchildren. And I can imagine it. He's got a wonderful voice. So she's really up against it when it comes to royals who know how to read bedtime stories, I would say. So let's, we're just going to look at this, how she feels about the criticism. Has it hit? Does she realize how she comes across to people, that she can do something like this and it just lands so very, very badly? And then we'll move on to the next children's story. Also an upsetting story. One more shuffle, apparently. Sorry about the long ramble. We're getting there. We're getting there. And of course, this is just tarot for fun and entertainment. It's all my opinion. It's all speculation. I just read energy. And it's archetypal energy, of course, because it involves the archetypal family of all families, the royal family. And disclaimer in the box below. Let's see what's going on with this March Madness. Knight of Wands has shown up as our underlying energy. That is a bit of a roguish energy is the Knight of Wands. This is somebody, if I was doing a love reading, I'd say he's got player energy. That's what those kinds of tarot readers say about the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who blows hot and cold, who can sweep you off your feet and then disappear again before you know it. A bit of that energy of, oh, she just showed up and then she was gone. And that was her half an hour. I don't know how long she was there for. Say it was an hour. That was her hour of roiling for the month. And somebody tallied up how much work Harry has done since he's been in the United States. Actual charitable work, things like that, recently anyway. And it wasn't a lot. And I think the same goes for Meghan. It's that kind of energy. An unreliable narrator as well, I would say, with the Knight of Wands, because it's a kind of entertaining rogue, as I say, a rogue. He tells you tall tales, and they're very charming and very entertaining, but you know not to believe them. So that's the underlying energy for me as a tarot reader. Let us see the situation we're dealing with. We're dealing with the Six of Swords. That is somebody who needs to put some trouble behind them and move into a calmer space. Put some conflict behind, put some unhappiness behind, and put some distance between themselves and difficulty. And of course, the difficulty has been the bad reputation, the failure to launch with American Riviera Orchard. It's still not tripping off my tongue, I have to say. So difficult times, some fails, some bad PR, and some association with groups of people that they should be dissociating from. Harry, of course, in the news for all the wrong reasons, with his visa and with his P. Diddy party associations and things like that, alleged associations. Let's throw one of those in. So needing to leave a difficult situation and move on to a better one. And what better thing to do than to take a leaf out of the Kardashian playbook and say, okay, children's hospital, I'll show up, I'll do this, I'll look like Saint Teresa, Mother Teresa, and there you go. So when did this happen? Did this really happen 2 weeks ago? Or did it happen 2 years ago when they were filming? And a lot of people speculate that that scene of them allegedly at Frogmore Cottage with the children during the Jubilee was one that Getty Images wouldn't approve of, shall we just say. in the wake of the photogate that poor Princess of Wales found herself in the middle of. When did this happen? Recent past, as claimed, or somewhat more distant past? And we have the Queen of Wands. That doesn't really help me, thank you, universe. I did ask for a 2 of Coins or a 2 of Swords, but I get the Queen of Wands, which is a Meghan Markle card, which is drama queen and attention. I'm getting more of an inclination that this happened recently. I can't explain the sudden increase in size at all. But this Queen of Wands is somebody who just wants attention. It's what she's about, the Queen of Wands. Look at me. Pay attention to me. You've spent far too much time paying attention over there to the missing Princess of Wales and all those rumours and all those ugly theories and all that speculation. Now you need to pay attention to me. So timing isn't really very clear. We might clarify this later on. But let's move on. Wands are very sudden energy. They're the fastest energy in tarot. Tarot is notoriously bad when it comes to timing of things, but wands are days, wands are quick. And so this Queen of Wands tells me this was a sudden impulse to release the footage. Not necessarily to record the footage, but to release it. And it has been released, well, at least one picture has been released on the hospital's Instagram account. And they say very clearly there that this happened on the 21st of March. And millions of sugars have said, Princess, American princess, what blessed little children to have this miracle happen. This miraculous healing happen for them, which is sickening and horrifying, in my opinion. But to me, the Queen of Wands is telling me this was a very spontaneous decision to release this footage that she might have had in her back pocket for a while. So clear as mud, but definitely spontaneous attention-seeking behavior. A bit like the announcement of American Riviera Orchard without a properly functioning website or without any stock or without a CEO or anything like that. Similar kind of an energy here. So let's see why she did this stunt. I think we're getting attention-seeking there very clearly, and also here, that same energy, Knight of Wands, is this quick in and out kind of when the mood strikes, show up and do this thing or release the footage. But why? Is this to prove, look, I can be like Princess Anne or Princess of Wales, I can do hospital visits, I can have the children all flocking around, even if I'm telling a child in a wheelchair kind of a thing to come closer to me. That was a low blow, really. Strength in reverse. It's because the brand is failing. Very obviously. That's the Harry and Meghan card for the, I wonder how many times I've said that. But anyway, strength card, Leo, Virgo, Harry and Meghan, well, Meghan and Harry, in fact. And it's their brand, it's them together, and they're in such trouble. And rumour has it, and I have just read on that he's out, he's gone, or he's leaving, or he's trying to leave. This is desperate measures. A moment where she really needs to boost her profile. She really needs to look important. She needs to look royal adjacent. Strength card, also the lion. There's of course royal family card. She needs to look like she's doing some royaling there. Look at me. Princess Anne, I mentioned Princess Anne. There's a Leo. See, I can also do this. How good I am at this. Just give me a call. I'll be on a private jet over to Britain. I know you're short. I know you're man down there and woman down. And you need me. We keep saying it because puff pieces keep appearing in favourite in Parkle publications, and still trying to prove a point. I'm also royal. I'm the American princess. I'm a healer, a miraculous healer. You just have to be in my presence and you are cured. A little bit of snark there. Of course it is just snark because this is just tarot. How did the the news hit then. She'd done this allegedly on the 21st of March. She was probably editing in the middle of the night, and then, oops, news broke, whole world stopped, everyone's attention went to the Princess of Wales and her cancer announcement. How did that feel for Meghan? Chariot in reverse, major arcana as well. We've got major arcana following each other here, both in reverse, stopped in her tracks. She was going to come out with this to take advantage of the fact that Catherine had this whole photo scandal around her, and she was being pilloried and she was being mocked, and celebrities were coming out and saying snide things about her, and it was the perfect moment. If you're Meghan Markle, if you are the Queen of Wands and you're needing some attention, I'm ready for my close-up, then that was the moment, but she was stopped in her tracks. Chariot in reverse. Blocked, stopped, derailed, the end. It's also Prince William energy. I doubt, although maybe he knew. What does he know? That's an interesting question, because of course he went and did some training with, what do they call themselves? GH something, Q something, the brains of the operation, the intelligence lot. Very early on in the Meghan Markle experience, he went and spent, I think, a few weeks there doing some kind of induction thing. Stopped. So, does she feel the criticism, or does it pass her by? How does she feel about the criticism that this little stunt has resulted in? And we have the Two of Cups in reverse. I think that some of the criticism might be coming from very close to home, from Harry, with that card. That's not, she doesn't care what people are saying on social media. It does land because she claps back. Allegedly, it's her guest speaker and the New York Post comments and people like that, Myra and all the rest of them, that we suspect might be very close to Meghan Markle. Let's just say, if not herself. But that Two of Cups for me in reverse, it's a partnership card. It's your intimate partner, mostly, Two of Cups. Your husband. I think that she got some criticism from him that didn't land well. That might have even caused some tears and some fights, and how dare you, and I'm not going to talk to you. I think a lot of that goes on. That's my sense of the relationship. Two of Cups in reverse. She thought she was going to get praise. She was going to get all the attention, all the notice, our Queen of Wands. She was going to improve her standing, leave the trouble behind. But Strength in reverse, Chariot in reverse, and then I think some harsh criticism from very close to home. That's my feeling. That's the reading. Got to let the little dog out. I'll see you on the next one.